Good evening. I'm Yolanda Flores, principal for Lorenzo Walker Technical High School and Lorenzo Walker Technical College. I am now in my fourth year as principal, and I can truly say that Lorenzo Walker is the school for me, and I am proud to serve it as its leader. Joining me on the administration team is Mr. Jeff Rexford, assistant principal for curriculum and instruction, and Ms. Darlene Crete, assistant principal. As parents, you have made the right decision in choosing our school as the school of choice for your child. During their 4 years with us, your child will be engaged in a rigorous and relevant curriculum, which will prepare them to graduate from high school being college and career ready. But what does that really mean? In addition to attaining their high school diploma, students will be prepared to enter the workforce as nurses, auto service technicians, vet assistants, patient care assistants, marine mechanics, auto body and collision repairers, dental assistants, and the list goes on and on. That is, if that's what they choose to do. If not, they will be prepared to apply to their college or university of choice, since we place a great emphasis on not only being career ready, but also college ready. And we provide opportunities for your child to take honor level classes here at our school or academic dual enrollment courses through Florida Southwestern. By choosing Lorenzo Walker, your child is getting a jump start on their career. At this time, I would like to share some of our accomplishments from last year. I know I am biased, but I think we are the best high school with the most dedicated teachers and the most exceptional students in Collier County. Although school grades have not been released for last year, we are projected to be an A school for the fourth year in a row. Also, just recently, Lorenzo Walker Technical High School was recognized by U.S. News as a school that is beating the odds. Last year, we also had 2 Golden Apple teachers, Mr. Ed Laudiz and Ms. Stephanie Scott. We had 2 CCPS Teachers of the Year, the High School Teacher of the Year, Ms. Pat Metcalf, and the Post-Secondary Teacher of the Year, Mr. Bob Jackson. Our entrepreneurship students took first place in the Palm Beach Atlantic Business Competition. We also had the highest graduation rate, the best high school attendance rate, the lowest discipline rate, and some of the highest test scores in the district. I look forward to working with you during the 2015-2016 school year and seeing you throughout the year at one of our many functions, including our annual Powder Puff Game, which takes place the last Friday in October, the Fly-In Cruise-In, which takes place in March, and the Parent Academy, which will take place on September 19th at Golden Gate High School. To keep up with the latest happenings, make sure to like us on Facebook, find us on Twitter, provide us with your email address so we can send you the monthly Mustang Message, or visit our website where you can read the latest edition of the Mustang Message. Keep in mind that I am committed to helping your child succeed and look forward to working with you as a partner in education. Thank you, and enjoy meeting and visiting with your child's teachers this evening. Have a great evening.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Jeff Rexford and I am the Assistant Principal of Curriculum and Instruction at Lorenzo Walker Technical High School. Each grade level has an academic advisement flyer titled, What Students and Parents Need to Know. This flyer discusses grade level graduation requirements, post-secondary options, Bright Future scholarships, financial aid information, as well as the different diploma designations for each grade level. At this point, there is no monetary, scholarship, or college admission incentive to graduate with a Scholars or Merit Diploma as opposed to a standard diploma. The graduation diploma designation information can also be found on the district website. Last year, FCAT 2.0 was replaced by the new Florida Assessments, FSAs. There are still uncertainties surrounding the Florida Assessments timeline of returning scores for various tests. As of now, we only have pass-fail scores back for the last year's 10th grade ELA and Algebra 1 because those are graduation requirements. We anticipate receiving the 9th grade ELA, Geometry, and Algebra 2 scores back sometime in November. We should also receive the level set for the 10th grade ELA and Algebra 1 to determine a level 1 through 5 that a student scored. Biology and U.S. History will continue to be end-of-course exams. You can find out more about the new Florida State Assessments by visiting the website fsassessments.org. The website link will be available on our school website under the Student and Parent tab. Students or parents can get a glimpse of what the new assessments will look like by taking an English, writing, or math practice test. You will see that the new format asks more from our students. The tests require more critical thinking, computer and writing skills in the answer format. It is no longer just a multiple choice options. There are upward of 7 different ways to record an answer. I recommend that you have your son or daughter take the different practice tests to make him or her more comfortable with the new testing format. As we obtain further information about the new assessments, we will communicate what we learn via our parent newsletter that we email out to our parents each month, and it is also posted on our school website in English and Spanish. If you do not have access to the internet, you can come by or have your son or daughter pick up a paper copy at the high school front office. We had so many wonderful successes last year, and we want to continue to build upon that in the 2015-16 school year. Compared to the other public high schools in Collier County last year, Lorenzo Walker Technical High School was the top performing high school on the Algebra 1 EOC, with 73% of students scoring at or above a level 3 on the end of course exam. The top performing high school on the 10th grade English Language Arts FSA, with 82% of the students scoring at or above a 3 on the exam. The top performing high school on the biology end of course exam, with 93% of students scoring at or above a level 3 on the end of course exam. The top performing high school on the U.S. History OC, with 87% of students scoring at or above a level 3 at the end of course exam. And our 57 students that took the AP Spanish Language and Culture exam had a 100% pass rate. Speaking of successes, Lorenzo Walker Technical High School made Newsweek's Beating the Odds list. LWTHS is one of 3 schools in Southwest Florida recognized for being a school that helps students overcome great obstacles in preparing them for college. The school's graduation rate is the highest in the district. Students graduate from high school with a high school diploma and a Lorenzo Walker Technical College certificate of completion. And we also have about 120 students participate in academic dual enrollment courses through Florida Southwestern State College. Mrs. Bettjatasi's students read the Newsweek article and were posed the question, are there categories missing from the ranking system? One of my favorite blog responses from a student was that the Newsweek should have used the happiness factor to determine the rankings. We are all happy to be here helping to prepare your son and daughter not only for college and career readiness, but becoming lifelong learners. Thank you for believing in our school and our commitment to student success. We appreciate you joining us this evening. I look forward to working with each of you this year. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. Now I will turn it over to Darlene Crete, Assistant Principal, to discuss Title I and School Advisory Council.
Good evening, and welcome to Lorenzo Walker Technical High School's annual Title I meeting and open house. Happy that you were able to join us this evening. My name is Darlene Crete. I'm the Assistant Principal in charge of discipline and attendance, and also the Title I Coordinator. Because this is a Title I meeting, I'm sure you've been asking yourself, what is Title I? Title I is a K-12 program that provides additional academic support and learning opportunities for students at schools that have a high percentage of socioeconomically disadvantaged children. Here at Lorenzo Walker, 79% of our student population falls into that category. The program is intended to level the playing field to ensure that all students meet state academic standards, makes things fair and equitable. There are 4 major goals of Title I, and they're all equally important: to increase academic achievement, to provide direct instructional support to students, to provide professional development for teachers so that they are using current best practices in order to support your students, and to promote parent education and involvement, because as you know, we can't do this alone. It's a team effort and we need parents' support. As a Title I parent, you have quite a few rights. You have the right to ask for meetings and trainings, to review the results of our annual parent involvement survey, which typically comes out in May, to review the school's achievement data, and as you'll learn later on this evening, we have done very well in this area this past school year. To review and have input in creating the School Improvement Plan, our SIP, and to review, modify, and have input into creating our Title I Parent Involvement Policy and our Homeschool Compact. And if you join us next Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock in the Principal's Conference Room on the Technical College side of the building, you will have that opportunity, and we'd love to have you there. As a Lorenzo Walker parent, how can you be involved? Many ways here at our school. You can join our school advisory committee, as I just mentioned. Remember, our first meeting is next Tuesday at 6 o'clock, Tuesday the 15th of September. You can attend parent workshops and trainings, volunteer in the office or in classrooms, join our parent volunteer group, which is led by 12th grade teacher Mrs. Cassio, attend parent-teacher meetings and conferences, and help us to raise funds or volunteer in the PBS Mustang store, which is led by an 11th grade teacher, Ms. Peck. The school achievement data. We use our data to align curriculum to state and district academic standards. We adjust our instructional practices based on these findings of the assessment data, and we use the results to review our adequate yearly progress. And what's really important is the data drives our instruction. It drives what we do every single day in the classroom, and it drives our professional development and what training is necessary for our teachers. If you're interested in looking at how we performed on our state assessments, the website here is provided. It is schoolgrades.fldoe.org, and it's called our SPAR report, which is our School Public Accountability Report, and that is public information that you're welcome to look at any time. Lorenzo Walker is one of 21 schools in Collier County that receive Title I funds, and there are two types of funding for Title I. One is called Title I Basic, the other is called Parent Involvement. And Title I Basic funds, which is the first type, are used to support effective methods and instructional strategies to give students opportunities to meet state achievement standards. Currently, at Lorenzo Walker, 2.5 of our positions are funded by Title I. The salary of our full-time reading coach, Pet Metcalf, the salary of a half-time, a .5 math coach and a .5 math resource teacher, Tiffany Hall, and a half-time .5 ESC resource teacher, Donna Lang. Funds are also used to purchase classroom supplies and professional development materials, whether it be for parents or teachers. Our parent involvement funds are the second type, and those are used to cover the cost of workshops and informational programs for parents. And some of the funds have also been set aside for supplies and refreshments. And the food that you enjoyed this evening was supplied and funded by parent involvement funds from Title I. There are many documents with Title I that you will have access to, or they'll be sent home. First, our district Title I policy. The pamphlets were sent home via backpack on the first day of school, 8/17. Our Title I action plan is in process. Our Title I parent involvement policy is in process. Our school parent compact is in process. And our parent right to know letter will be sent home with students. The three middle areas that I just discussed, you will have an opportunity, if you come to our SAC meeting, to provide further input into those areas. Again, you can find those documents at lwit.edu as soon as they're approved by our school advisory committee. Our parent involvement policy is a requirement that every school, in collaboration with parents, prepares a site-level parent involvement policy. It describes how the school will involve the parents in an organized, ongoing, and timely way to plan, review, and improve the Title I program at their school. Remember, I mentioned earlier, this is a team effort. We cannot do this without you. The whole school compact describes responsibilities of the school, parents, and students for improved student achievement. It's a collaborative effort, and again, we do it as a team. We are a PBS school. We had the honor last year of earning a gold status, which is the highest status that PBS awards. and we are only two schools, one of only two schools, high schools in Collier County that received the Gold Award. Our acronym is LWTHS, Learn Actively, Welcome Responsibility, Treat others with consideration, have a positive attitude, and stay strong and persevere. And this is something that your students hear every day, all day, throughout the school building and in their classrooms. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you're having a great evening, and we are so happy and thrilled to have your students here with us.